Back to the Jake Asman Show. Time now for some quick hits.
You gotta move quickly.
There's no time. Move fast there, come on! And here we go on a Tuesday installment of America's favorite sports talk radio segment. It is time for quick hits right here on the Jake Asman Show. A quick reminder, if you're just tuning in for the first time this morning, no show for me tomorrow or Thursday. And I was already scheduled to be off Friday, but no show Friday either. Unfortunately, I have to get my wisdom teeth removed. So as Ron joked earlier in the show, my wisdom is being removed. I will be a much dumber person when I hopefully return to the air on Monday. Ron has been prepping me for the surgery. He had his wisdom teeth removed when he was a teenager way back in the day. And Ron, I'm ready for the anesthesia, baby. I'm going to be knocked out.
When I had my wisdom teeth pulled, they didn't have anesthesia. I just got hit over the head with a mallet.
Wow.
No, here you go. I told you this, and this is your exercise. I want you to remember what you counted back from.
So apparently they have you count from 100 backwards. Why don't they have you start from 1 to 10?
They want to see, it's a challenge.
Wouldn't it be the same?
Because in your mind, you're going to sit there. You're a little nervous because you're about to be put under. They'll say count back from 100, and you're going to sit there like, all right, let's see how far I can go. And now that you know that, most people probably make it to the mid 90s. Just see if you can make it to the 80s. And count normal. Don't be going like 199, 98, 97, 96.
No, I'm going to
be doing that.
I'm going to practice 100, 99, 98, 97, and then I might be.
It could be 97, could be 96.
And then I'll wake up and I won't have my wisdom teeth anymore. That's
you won't. You'll be wondering where you parked your car.
Serious question. What do they do with the wisdom teeth?
I think they sell them.
Do they give them to you in like a little party bag? They're like, here you go. Thanks for coming. Here's
you could probably ask for them and say, hey, I need to put these underneath my pillow when I get home. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a good luck charm?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe make a chain out of it.
Does the tooth fairy still come for wisdom teeth?
You wear shark's teeth around your neck. Why not wear Jake Asman teeth around your neck?
If I put my wisdom teeth for sale on the black market, what do you think I could make
of? Nickel.
All right.
Or a shiny quarter. I don't know.
Something I have to consider. Anyhow,
but you might have a super fan out there.
Maybe. No, we are an international show, as you know, Ron.
Jason in Jerusalem, he might say, you know what I need? I need a Jake Asman tooth.
Maybe. Anyhow,
maybe you sell them in chains.
That's where I'll be tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I wasn't expecting this. I had a checkup at the dentist yesterday because I was dealing with some discomfort in my mouth. And, well, turns out it's time to get the wisdom teeth out. So,
all four?
All four. Well, only one's a problem, but they're like, you might as well just get all four out so this doesn't happen to you again. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Just get all four of them.
Thanks to Gal Media for health insurance.
Yep, you'll be swollen.
I'll be very chipmunk-like the next couple
so
days.
here's the other thing. If you need to trim your beard now, if you're needing to, or just let it go crazy because
it's gonna be hard to do. You're saying
you won't be touching that area for a couple of days.
That's actually a good point. I didn't think of that. So good job by you, Ron. I will be shaving later tonight.
Or just let it go, man. Just let it go.
Let it ride.
Yep.
Man, I am not looking forward to this, but it is necessary because I am tired of being in pain in my mouth.
Look forward to all the ice cream.
Yes, ice cream, soup, pudding, you name it.
Baby food.
We're doing it.
If you need some nutrients, baby food.
American League versus National League All-Star game tonight on Fox, 7:30 Eastern. The game is in Colorado at Coors Field. The starting pitcher for the American League, Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff hitter for the American League. You guessed it, Shohei Ohtani. This weekend, or it's not, I keep saying this weekend, but it's random because it's on a Monday and a Tuesday. This week, these 2 days, it's all about Shohei. It's all about the show. Ohtani. The Babe Ruth comparisons, all that. We've heard it all. Well, yesterday, Ohtani was actually asked about being compared to Babe Ruth, and through his interpreter, this is what he had to say about the Babe.
Yeah, obviously, I've never seen him play in live, but I've seen a lot of footages and heard a lot of stories and read about him a lot. And if you're a baseball player, obviously, you've heard his name before. And he's like a legendary figure. And it's a huge honor to be compared to somebody like that. But all I can do is just try my best and see how my season and career ends out.
Wait a second. Shohei Ohtani never saw Babe Ruth play.
Fake news.
How did he not ever see Babe Ruth? Oh, wait, he hasn't played since the 30s. That actually makes sense.
Been dead since the 40s?
Babe Ruth died, I believe.
Is it the 50s?
In the 50s, yes. Babe Ruth played from 1914 to 1935. He died August 16th, 1948.
Just missed him.
Just missed getting to the 50s. Yeah, we just missed watching him play. Just missed him by about 60 years. There you go. So that's Ohtani on the Babe Ruth comparisons. Staying with Ohtani, how about his manager for tonight? Rays manager Kevin Cash will manage the American League, and he was asked if he ever thought Ohtani was capable of doing, well, what he's been doing.
Kevin, did you think it was possible?
Not at this level. I mean, I think there's been players that have attempted and have so much respect for the ones that have shown the ability to do it. But at this level, probably not. No, I didn't.
Wow. Honesty, but that's how most people feel.
No, let's think about this, right? In my mind, the best hitting pitcher was Madison Bumgarner. And I mean, he still is a great hitting pitcher, but I'm already using him in past tense that he was the best hitting pitcher, because I don't think none of us, we all knew that, okay, here's this guy coming over from Japan who can pitch well and he can hit well. But I don't think any of us thought All-Star in both.
There's still a debate, too, on if Ohtani would just be better off picking one and what's more valuable, being the everyday hitter or being a pitcher every 5 days. And look, I love the fact that Ohtani has embraced doing both. Like, he's had multiple opportunities just to focus in on one, but he has taken the challenge of doing both, and he should be commended for that. He also should be commended for wanting to do the Derby, for wanting to be a participant in the All-Star game as both a hitter and a pitcher. He very easily could have said, hey, I'm only going to hit in the All-Star game. I don't want to have to focus on being a pitcher as well. I mean, I'm watching him throw his bullpen yesterday, and I'm like, this guy's going to be in the Derby in a couple hours. So it's a testament to his greatness that he's willing to do all this.
Or the fact that, when he gets checked by the umpire, he's always smiling.
He is always smiling.
Now, here's a question. Are the umpires going to be checking tonight?
I actually think I read that there'll be no substance checks tonight. So use all the sticky stuff you want, baseball pitchers. Now's your chance to do what you want to do.
Go for it, Gerrit Cole.
Gerrit Cole, we'll talk about him in a moment. He has softened his stance on sticky stuff. I guess he realized he's still pretty damn good after he shoved it to the Astros the other night. Didn't need it. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, finally, the last bit of audio I want to play for you on Ohtani. The National League starting pitcher is Max Scherzer of the Nationals. This was Max Scherzer yesterday when asked about his counterpart on the mound for the AL.
It would be awesome if I could hit. Right now, I'm 0 for the first half, so I haven't gotten a hit this year. No, just the fact that he can pitch and hit, and the demands that are on your body to be a pitcher are intense, to say the least. I can definitely speak to that. So to be able to shoulder those workloads and then also be able to hit as well, I mean, that's just absolutely incredible. So it takes an unbelievable athlete to try to be able to accomplish that. And obviously, that's what he is. He's an incredible athlete, and I feel like that's why you're seeing some historic things come out of him in his first half of what he was able to do. So, it's much watched baseball anytime he's on the field.
You have the best pitchers in the game that are just marveling at what Ohtani's doing as both a pitcher and then as a hitter. So you get Scherzer and Ohtani tonight. The baseball All-Star game to me is still the best All-Star game because baseball you can't fake. Like, you're not going to be able to have pitchers go up there and just lob pitches. Like, you have to take it seriously. You can't just go up there and, like, the Pro Bowl and not want to tackle anyone. Baseball, you kind of have to play, like, in real speed. Otherwise, you can get seriously hurt on the field. Hockey, you can take it easy. NBA, you can play no defense. You can just jack up threes and have wide-open dunks. Baseball's still the one true All-Star game where you have to play close to what you would normally see in a regular season or postseason.
Yeah,
game.
maybe the pitcher's not trying to throw 100+ miles per hour. He's taking a little bit off, but he still has the presence of mind of like, hey, I want to strike this guy out.
Yeah, you can't be just throwing batting practice into Aaron Judge when he's
right.
on the plate. You get killed.
I don't want him to. Yeah, you don't want him to crank one 7,000 feet.
Should be fun. I used to love the All-Star game. I haven't watched as much as I used to in the past, but I'll check it out tonight.
Uniform's going to bother me, though.
That's the thing. I used to love the fact that the guys on your team would wear their jersey. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now, you got to wear those dinky, disgusting-looking jerseys that MLB put out.
Just refuse, man. Just wear your own jersey. That's what we want to see.
Not looking forward to that.
Like last night, the home run derby, seeing all the different jerseys. That's what you want.
And they were all wearing number 44 to honor Hank Aaron, which is pretty cool. Nice touch. I mentioned Gerrit Cole. Well, after you go out there and have the best start of your Yankee career against the team that you used to pitch for on the road, all of a sudden, you're not really so concerned about not being able to use sticky stuff. So this was Gerrit Cole yesterday, taking a bit of a softer stance on MLB's crackdown of this sticky stuff.
No real legislation on the customary practices that were going on, and MLB felt that they got to a point where they needed to do that, and certainly all on board. I think the long-term trajectory is really good in terms of what's been going on. It's been a bit challenging to do it in the middle of the season. They've been aware of this, and maybe getting out a little bit in front of it, giving us some time to kind of adjust going into the season would have been my preference or our preference, I think. But as players, we're here now and we're adjusting.
As players, we're here now and we're adjusting. A lot different from, for Pete's sake. Remember that from Gerrit Cole? And I love Gerrit Cole. He proved he doesn't need the sticky stuff. He had those two brutal starts in a row against the Red Sox and then the Mets. But what he did against the Astros the other night, I mean, that was incredible. 9 innings. You win the game 1-0. Through 129 pitches. He's throwing 99 in the 9th inning of that game. He looked great. The great ones will adapt. Gerrit Cole is great. Obviously, you don't pay him that kind of money if you think it's all built on the fact he's using, spider tack or whatever. The guy's a damn good pitcher, and he'll figure it out. He figured it out against the Astros the other night. I mentioned Gerrit Cole meeting the media. We just played you a clip. I thought this was a nice touch. So a kid reporter got a chance to ask Gerrit Cole a question. Take a listen to the sequence.
So you dreamed of being a Yankee.
Yes.
You were my age. So how does it feel to be here representing them?
It feels super great. And thank you for that question because I'm super excited to ask it. I feel like this is my 4th All-Star game, but I feel like it's also kind of my first. I am very proud to be representing the organization that I love, and culmination of all the hard work that we've had is also I've also benefited from the work from my teammates here, and so all that here is on display, and I couldn't be more happy.
Good job by the kid reporter. I could not locate or identify the kid's name. I'd love to give him credit, but a kid reporter got a chance to ask Gerrit Cole a question. Good question. Gerrit Cole gave him a great answer. So good job by the kid reporter and a good job by Cole.
You got to imagine it's nerve-wracking for him too.
Oh, sure.
You're sitting there staring at an idol, or maybe he's not just a Gerrit Cole fan. It was easy for him. I have no idea.
He's got nerves of steel.
Yep.
So good job.
We'll be asking him for a job someday.
Good job by the kid reporter. Somebody hired that kid. I'd love to know his name. I couldn't find it. Anyhow, one final piece of audio for you as we go baseball-centric and quick hits today. Is baseball boring? That's what Fernando Tatis Jr. was asked, and this was the face, in many ways, of the sport, certainly the face of the Padres, answering that very question.
Probably those people have never played baseball, if they're saying that. And baseball has been always a kid's game. It's always been a kid's game. And the fact that we're putting it and just remembering everybody that it's a kid's game, I feel like that's the thing for us.
Fernando Tatis, don't tell him that baseball is boring. Don't tell him that.
Good answer. I mean, maybe they haven't played.
I don't think baseball is boring. I think baseball can do a lot more, though, to improve its product. I think baseball can be very exciting. I think there are still so many issues with the sport that hopefully Theo Epstein can figure out and fix over the next couple of years.
Yeah, but the one thing he'll never be able to fix is not keeping it regional, because baseball is purely a regional sport versus national sport where, and for the NFL, we care about all the NFL teams.
Yes, baseball used to be the national sport in this country. Those days, I think, are over. But as far as local sports go, people still care about their local baseball
and
team.
Probably care about it more than the football team.
Yeah. Well,
in some markets,
I guess it depends on the market you're in. In most markets, football will always be number one, but then the number two, it could be baseball before basketball. I think in baseball in some markets could be the number 2 sport for sure. So it just depends. But overall, look, there are issues with the game. There's no doubt, but there are also a lot of really exciting young players, and that's good for the game going forward. Tatis certainly one of those guys. That wraps it up for Quick Hits here on a Tuesday. Our final segment of the week is coming your way next here on the Jake Asman Show on Sports Map Radio.
Hey, sports